Thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. I'm Wright Gasway here in the 24-hour newsroom for our 5 o'clock update of the News Now. We are following several different stories today. All of them are breaking news. We begin in Jacksonville, where tragedy has struck again in a mass shooting. This one happened during a tournament for Madden 19. That's a football video game. They were doing an in-person live tournament there. We do know the suspect is dead. We are told right now 4 people are dead, at least 11 more are injured. Once again, this was at the Jacksonville, Florida landing. This tweet from the sheriff's office, you can see the first tweet, mass shooting at the Jacksonville landing, stay far away from the area. They then quoted that tweet and added some more information, asking people that were hiding to stay hidden, and they were searching for them, and they would get them out of wherever they were hiding. They were asking people not to run out. They were also looking for possibly a second suspect, but it looks like right now there is only one suspect. Once again, we know right now 4 people are confirmed dead, 11 more are injured. Early reports suggest the shooter was a participant in the tournament who lost and then came back and did this shooting. Let's take a listen to some audio of this live stream. The tournament was playing live on a website called Twitch. Here's some of that audio. Take a listen.
A lot of good games going on.
It's a lot. It's going to be hard to get them on stream. It's not
a
lot.
It's not a tough out today. Excuse me, not an easy out.
What are you shooting with? Oh.
Okay, so you hear several of those gunshots there in the background, and then really chaos there as people were getting out. That was at the GLHF game bar, rather. That is on the Jacksonville lane there, right on the St. Johns River. So right now, all we know is that 4 people are dead, 11 more are injured at least. Those numbers are at least right now. The suspect is also dead. The sheriff's office and federal and state law enforcement agencies are on scene right now trying to get more information about the shooting. We'll obviously stay on top of this and have much more for you tonight on the news at 6:30. Okay, here's an update to a tragic story we've been following since yesterday here in the Coastal Empire. We are learning the names of some of the people on board that plane that crashed in Swainsboro. 4 people died and another is in the hospital. William Middlebrooks is currently at the Augusta University Medical Center. He is the sole survivor in this plane crash. The first victim who died, who we're learning about, is this man right here, Staff Sergeant 31-year-old Alexander Alex Bartsevich. He was one of the 4 who died. In a statement posted to Facebook, the U.S. Army Golden Knights out of Fort Bragg said that the Staff Sergeant was, quote, extremely passionate about the sport of skydiving and always sought opportunities to coach and mentor others of the team. He was off duty at the time of this crash. Earlier this morning, a wreath was laid there at the crash site. The plane belonged to the Jumping Place Skydiving Center in Statesboro. They were using the Swainsboro Airport because of some routine maintenance at the Statesboro Airport. The plane went down shortly after takeoff there near the runway. The NTSB is investigating what caused this 1958 single-engine Cessna to crash. We'll continue to have updates for you tonight on the news at 6:30. Crystal Howard is live in Statesboro right now, and Dow Candy has been on scene for the last 2 days. He actually was there when they hauled that plane away this afternoon, and they are taking it to the NTSB headquarters in Atlanta for the next steps of this investigation. Back here in Savannah, police are investigating a shooting that happened this afternoon. Savannah police were called to Jim's Quick Stop on Pennsylvania Avenue around 3:30 this afternoon. They got reports of a shooting there. They did find one person with non-life-threatening injuries outside the store. No suspect information has been released. We also don't know the circumstances leading up to this shooting. We'll stay on top of this case for you as well. Another developing story for you in Pembroke. GBI agents and Pembroke police officers are investigating an overnight shooting. This happened at a home on West Du Bois Street. The GBI says an armed suspect went into a home looking for someone. Shortly after, the 2 people started arguing with each other and then both shot at each other. We don't know their names or the reason for this fight. We'll keep you updated on this as well. The GBI says both men were taken to the hospital with injuries. We don't know the degrees of those injuries, but we'll stay on top of this story for you. All right, after all that, I feel like we need to take a deep breath. That is some heavy news and some sad news, really, from all over that we've got for you. But we do have some good stuff, and this is a story that we feel like is a good story for you. If you're looking for a job, Parker's is hiring. Here are the details. The job fair is tomorrow in Savannah. The host of that job fair will be from 9 to 5 at the Residence Inn Savannah Airport. You see the address there on your screen. That is screen there. That is Town Center Boulevard in Pooler. Bring your resume and be ready to interview. Hiring managers will be there. They'll be doing interviews on the spot. We'll have much more on this story on the news at 6:30 as well. Once again, that job fair is tomorrow from 9 to 5. Take your resume and be ready to take a job. So that's about all we have for you right now. If you're asking questions on Facebook, we'll go through those questions as soon as we get off air here and answer those questions for you if we can, if they're pertinent to what we've been discussing today. Once again, we are following that developing story in Jacksonville where there's been a mass shooting at a game bar for a Madden 19 tournament there, a video game tournament. We'll have more at 6:30. The reports are still very fluid right now. We do know 4 people have died and 11 others are injured. Crystal Howard is in Statesboro getting reaction on that sad plane crash that happened in Swainsboro. She'll have a live report as well for us from the skydiving center in Statesboro, and then we'll also get an update on that investigation into the crash. Our Dow Candy has been there all day getting those details for us. That about does it here. If you can't join us live at 6:30 tonight, don't forget all of our news is on our website. It's on our news app. It's on our social media pages, and we'll have another digital update for you tonight at 8 o'clock with the weather. Andrew Gordon will be doing that one, and then I'll see you tonight at 11. But hope to see you at 6:30. Until then, have a great night.